Hey everyone. So this is kind of a cool book that I just got. This is Dragon Quest Illustrations by Akira Toriyama. So he did a lot of different things. Akira Toriyama is probably most famous for Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z and some of the later ones as well. I kind of stopped paying attention at Dragon Ball Z, to be honest with you. But I have really enjoyed a lot of his other stuff. I think the video games that he's probably most famous for is actually Chrono Trigger. At least here in the United States, the Dragon Quest, which was originally entitled Dragon Warrior for the first four, I don't think that those really had a lot of Toriyama-inspired art in them. I only have the loose cartridges. I don't have the actual box art for mine. But he did do the artwork for all the Japanese releases. And then he did the artwork for the US releases from 7 and up, basically. This is a really cool book to flip through, so if you're a fan of Akira Toriyama, or Dragon Ball, or Dragon Quest, or really any of the other stuff that he's done, this is going to be a really fun trip. It's got this nice little poster here, which is kind of nice. I mean, it's not really anything that I really needed, but it's kind of fun. Has little, kind of like a spoiler section for all the artwork for the other Dragon Quests. And if I accidentally say Dragon Warrior here, just ignore me. Basically, I screw them up a lot. Now, this is a cool message that Toriyama puts in here, and I'm gonna kind of nerd out a little bit here for a second, but basically the drawing that he puts in here is really cool, and it's a throwback to his series Dr. Slump. So I don't remember exactly when he did Dr. Slump, but it lasted pretty long. I think it was like 150 episodes or so. And in the very last episode of Dr. Slump, he appears kind of as this character. He basically has a gas mask on, and if I really remember all of it, he's like, I didn't really expect the series to go on that long. It's kind of a cool little thing that he threw in there, and I like that he included it here as well. It's really kind of fun. So we're not going to go through the whole thing, because obviously I'll be here all day, and nobody really wants to watch this thing all day. But just all of the pictures in here are really nice and colorful and whatnot. And you're going to see a lot of similarities in his artwork, which isn't a bad thing. I think it's kind of like, makes you think of almost old friends or something like that. You're going to see a lot of Gokus, you're going to see some Trunkses, you're going to see a few Piccolo and Piccolo Frieza hybrids. And you might see a few, I think there is actually one in here that sort of looks like Geninba, if anybody remembers that whatsoever. But you can kind of see how his artwork changed a little bit, just from these, because these are the early on ones. They had to be pixelated pretty heavily, but they did get in here. So I really just love all of the enemies in these. They look so weird, but so cool all at the same time. So yeah, you're gonna see it's one crazy thing, like, because I never feel like he's just repeating the same character over again. It makes me think of all of his other work that he does. So it's not like, oh, he just made Goku with a different hair. It's like, oh, I remember him. He's the guy that used to beat people up on Saturday mornings for me. But, yeah, just kind of a cool book that you have, so if you have, if you really want to, if you're a big fan of Toriyama's work, this is a great thing to have, just to kind of flip through. If you're looking for, like, some inspiration or something on what to draw, if you're actually artistically inclined. I am not. This is a really cool thing to just look at. So yeah, I don't really have a whole lot else to say about it. I mean, it's a nice hardcover book. All the drawings are like really bright and colorful. And just seeing some of the changes and whatnot, the way he can sort of take a character with a similar face style, chop up, or not really chop up, swap out like the hair, make it look a little bit different. It's just kind of cool the way he gets so much out of essentially like the same characters, but he makes them look different yet familiar all at the same time. I want to mention his demons here. His demons look really awesome. Almost like they could go either way. They could be evil or good. And it's just really kind of cool to look at. So yeah, that's basically the entire thing. It goes through most Dragon Quest games, and then it also goes through like the spin-off arts and everything else like that. So I really like this book. Again, if you're really into his artwork, I definitely recommend it. If you just want to like flip through it and see what it has to offer, you know, that's always a fun thing to do too. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and have a great day, everybody.